Yo, what's going on? So, we're gonna make a beautiful Fivem Biker Vest. That's what we're gonna go for. I've seen a lot of things on YouTube that aren't the best. We're gonna use a box standard template that you can download for free. Link will be in the description below. And hopefully get some more authentic biker cuts with it. They tend to be a bit better. I designed my own for the Jackals. We've seen it on stream. If not, go watch Mikey be live. Love a guy. Right, let's get on with this. So first thing first, you need to get a canvas. Now most servers like optimization for stuff, so you can choose between the two. It's either 2048 or 1024. 1K texture, 2K texture. Nice and easy. I always try to do 2048 because you can get more what's the word? Better images. I think it's the best way of saying it. So first things first, we're gonna go get the template. So the template we're after is called Last MC Biker Vest. So this is what we're looking for. Box standard one. A lot of servers have it. Flashes come up really well because of the template, which you'll see in a minute. I've downloaded this plenty of times, so I'm just going to download it for use because it makes my life a bit easier. From that, when you open the file, you will get YTD and YDD. Now there's two different files. That is your texture. That is what you want to change. So in Fivem, a YDD is a model and a YTD is a texture. You can't have one without the other. If you just have a model, you need to make a YTD with it. If the developer is good, he'll make you a thing called, we call it a template. Now, the official term is a UV map, but we'll go into that in a later video. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop this onto here, so it's tiny. I think that's a 512 by 512. We can make this bigger. We'll get it exact size. So that's your template. Now, what I personally like to do is use my ruler tool on Photoshop and get the bang in the middle, so you know where the center is. Personal preference, doesn't make any difference. Now, these flashes relate to the front of the vest. So if we get OpenIV open, right? So I made a folder called tutorial, which we need to find, which is here. Now the OpenIV, you just need to select the folder in. Boom. Robot dictionary, text dictionary. Like I said, YDD, YTD. You open this, this is just a plain model. If you want to change how you look, that is around. That's for you. Now, theoretically, if we click on this, this will come up on your model. This doesn't always work. I don't know why and why not. But that has obviously got the Lost MC logo on it. So if we open up our YTD, that's what we've got. Now, as I said, it was 512 by 512. That is a small texture. Doesn't look as good. But we're going to make it better. So, the whole thing with bike cuts is placement. Everything needs to be placed as best as you can with the way it moves. Now, obviously, this specific model has the flashes actually on the model, so we can't move them around. Which is annoying for some if you want to make it more authentic. Because realistically, your 1% mark, if you're doing a 1% MC, would be here. Because the 1% is always on the top and the highest. Nothing is higher than a 1%. So we're just going to go with it. Let's go back to Photoshop. So these I will leave to last. We'll get the firm placement of the original cut that we're doing. So I have one pre-made. I will be showing you guys how to make a proper logo thing. So I made, that's not that one. This a while back. So this is just a random picture that I made. I found the vector on the image. So what people tend to do, which is okay if you're doing a half-assed job, so we'll do this, and then we'll do that, like that, and it looks shit. I'm gonna deny it, it looks absolutely fucking terrible. So first thing we do is we make a new one, boom, and then we get rid of the background. You can see it's all selected, nice and easy. So I personally drop out the bottom first. Then fuck it up. So I cut out the bottom first. So Control J is a quick little shortcut. Make sure you select it on the layer. Bang, Control J. And you fill the bottom bit. Now with this model, the top is always, what's the word? Smaller than the bottom. So I squeeze this up a bit. Make it shorter. Place it. It's all a bit of hit and miss for the first bit. Boom. That goes on like that. Now, I always do bit by bit. It's a bit tedious, but we need to make sure it looks good. If it doesn't look good, we start again. Simple as that. So I'm going to try it, line them, point the bits up. Best I can with that. Crease down the middle. Like so. Cool. Right, we've got that. Right. Usually, don't do clothing. Usually, people exporting PNG. Absolutely fine. It works, but you want a better texture. I'd recommend exporting a DDS. So I'm going to call this test. We're going to save it in the YouTube took bit. Some Biker Vest. Save. Now I use NVIDIA. It's just the thing I use, and I always use BC3 when using clothing. It's personal preference. Some things make difference. I'm still learning myself. So you see that's 5 megabytes. It's quite a big image. But yeah. So then we get edit mode at the top. Go to this. Boom. Replace. And you replace it with the one that you've just done. It's a hell of a lot bigger. Looks nicer. And we save it. It's 800 kilobytes, which I personally try to go under a megabyte per texture. The best optimization you can have. Personal preference, each server is different. Now, when we load that, you'll notice that the front of it's gone because we've replaced the original texture with our texture. Now look at the bottom. See, it lines up pretty nice. Now, for me, that rocker is too low. I'm going to move that rocker up a bit because you don't want it sagging onto your backside. It doesn't look good. So, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Move it up a tiny bit. I'm going to say about there. Go back. Obviously, I've done this quite a few times, so I'm not going to load it back up, but that'll bring it up to about here, which is what we want. Next is the centerpiece. Now, for some bizarre reason, people shrink the centerpiece down. And for me, your centerpiece is the whole part of your MC. It's not the name. It's not. If people see that logo, they want to know that's you. If they see the name, they already know it's you. So we're gonna spit out here. Like so. Now we have the centerpiece. Now. Me, you want to make this as big as you possibly can without balls and not the rest of it. So for me, that's fine. I might have to move this down a little bit because we need to still fit that top rocker on. Move it down ever so slightly. Boom. And last but not least, we need to put the top rocker on. So let's get this top rocker. Like so. Same again, make sure you click the bottom layer, otherwise if you just click the layer you've just chopped, it won't do what you want it to do. As he says. There you go, bang. Oh, I love Photoshop. Beautiful. What's going on here? Another quick, Control-C, Control-V, it'll still work. Now with this, you need, for me, I squish it like so and bring this up. And bring it down. A tiny bit more. Do it to, don't want that moving, I want quite a bit. Then we're going to see how this looks. Replace the same one and then you don't have multiple files placing constantly. Good. place. Boom. See how nice that looks? The platement's good. Now, the jiggedness in the lines you can't do anything about because it's the model. So if you can see how it jiggers in a bit easier when I put that on. That's just the model. There's nothing we can do about that. You see how much nicer that looks from a skull squish thing? You've got a full logo on it. It stands out really well. And for me, that is the correct placement. You want, obviously, to have your MC on this side here. But not everyone wants to be an MC. They want to be a riding club. That's fine. This is just a basic tutorial on how to do that. And yeah, that's just the easiest way to do it without making it look shocking. If you want to take a look of how we've got it on here, it's probably the best bit for you. I've used this model a few times so I can get my head around it a bit easier. It's not too low. You've got the centerpiece that looks amazing. You've also got your top rocker that sits really nice. Which is really what we want when we're making a biker cut. That's just a little placement on how to put the back on. Next one we will do is the flashes. And how we pronounce them, where you want each rank to be. What different terms there are, stuff like that. We'll get that sorted for you. So it's in JaxVerse, and I'll see you on the next one.